What's up, dudes? My name is Nick. Welcome back for another one of my music video reactions today. In this video, we're taking a look at the newest song titled Lullaby from Got7. I'm like hyped for this just purely for the fact that their other, promo song or title track that they released this year, earlier in the year, I should say, was probably one of my favorite songs from them, like, of all time. So, I guess you could say the expectations are a little high, I guess, or maybe I've set my hype levels super high because of that. So I hope that this song actually lives up to the hype that I've got right now, that I think that this song, I hope that the song is going to be a very, very good follow-up song to Look. They can do it. I know that they can. JYP has that ability, and Got7 themselves as a group has the ability to match that. But of course the question is, are they going to be able to? So we're gonna find out. The only way to find out is to do what I do in all of my videos, which is listen to the song, give you guys my honest thoughts on it, and then well, that's really it, whether I like the song or not. So if you're interested in more stuff like that, then subscribe to the channel, because there's plenty more where all of that stuff came from. So with all that being said, let's get this song started. Well, that's a different kind of song, but that's fine. We can have different different, styles of music and stuff like that. It's okay. I feel like there was a change. I want to say time signature, but I feel like it kind of oh yeah, definitely, like the feel of the song as far as like the flow of it definitely changed for the chorus to lead into the chorus. I like it a lot. I think that change in the feel of the song and stuff like that might be more down to just the, I guess, genre influence of the two parts. Of the chorus versus the verse. I don't know. Either way, whatever the reason is, I like it. It's good. I love it. I really, really like this song. Like, they actually followed through, living up to the hype for me. I love it. It's great. Get down with the little dance break, okay? There we go. That's that right there is definitely a song that has got it's got an addicting energy to it. It's really, really difficult to like not feed off of that, to be hooked into the energy and just the flow coming out of this song that, you know, it just energizes you. You know, I think that the phrase, you know, where you know, you see people, or at least in K-dramas and all that stuff, you know, where like things give people life, you know, this is one of those songs that gives you life. You know, in that sort of phrasing, which is good. You know, there's always, you know, there's a variety of reasons why I really, really like songs, you know, and, you know, it just really comes down to like what way does this song connect with me more on like, I guess, an emotional way, or, you know, how does it make me feel on, you know, inside, you know, in my head, in my heart, whatever, how does it make me feel? You know, and this song doesn't necessarily have like a super emotional, you know, basis to it. It's not a particularly, you know, it's not a song that's got like a happy or, you know, hopeful sort of feel to it. It's not a song that's sad or depressing. It's not a song that's somewhere in between. This is just one of those songs that I think is fun. It just is a fun song, you know. And if you're going through looking at it just based off of the visual aspect of it, it's fun. The music video is fun. Basing it off of just the audio aspect of it, the song is just fun. That's great. It's a super, super energetic, high energy, fun song to listen to. And that in and of itself is really, really awesome. And is something that really goes a long way. Like, I think one of the, you know, the songs that for the most part kind of stand the test of time, you know, that are always songs that are enjoyable, are songs that are fun. You know, those songs that have a little bit of a fun, upbeat, energetic aspect to them are always going to be the songs, or I should say most frequently, are the songs that are, you know, fan favorites for years after the fact that they're released. You know, whether or not they're actually, you know, like musically the most amazing songs or anything like that, that doesn't really matter. If they have some sort of connection like that based off of, you know, how much fun the listener had by listening to the song, that means that they're going to stay around a little bit longer as a song that people like. At least that's the way that I look at it, you know. And this is definitely going to be one of those Got7 songs, just like Look, that they released earlier in the year as well. That's going to be one of the songs, if not the two songs, that I will go back to on a consistent basis from Got7 to listen to. You know, or I should say, to rephrase that, those are going to be the two Got7 songs that they've released of, you know, in their entire career that I will go back to and listen to over any of their other songs, just because they kind of connect with me a little bit more based off of the fun aspect of it. Now, getting into a little bit of the music aspect of what I really do kind of like about this is, you know, of course, this song is, you know, as far as like the genre and the musical influences that you find in this is different a little bit, I would say, from Look. I guess Look, how would I, you know, because I'm going to say that I am right now going to say that Look might be a little bit more of a synth pop kind of feeling song, although I don't remember exactly, I wouldn't say that that's necessarily true or not, but, you know, Look has a little bit of a distinct-ish feel that is separate from what Lullaby feels like, and that is good. They're not like, you know, miles apart, but they are, you know, actually significantly marginally, that doesn't make any sense, but they are significantly, you know, different to a couple of degrees, which is a good thing. You know, having some sort of separation in the distinction between songs is always a good thing. I personally get bored when you hear songs that sound the same and they get released, you know, one after the other, you know, and then it gets boring and then I just kind of lose interest in the group. But Got7, you know, does actually manage to keep things fresh in that regard all the time. But the one thing that makes this song much, much more different is, you know, the first two verses being much more, I guess, hip hop flavored than anything else. You know, the choruses in this song, and then, you know, that breakdown in the outro bit, you know, the final third of the song plus the first two choruses are definitely, you know, a little bit of or definitely, I guess, maybe you would say it's a typical sort of K-pop dance track thing, which is good, and that's fine, and it's a super, super catchy sort of element. But what kind of sets the song apart from others' releases, whether it's a Got7 release or anybody else's release, or those verses being much more, you know, hip-hop flavored in the music track and instrumentation in that music track, which is something that I really, really enjoy. It's a really nice sort of, you know, difference. Like, it really isn't, the difference between the verses and the choruses aren't really that dramatically different, but, you know, again, similar to the difference between Look and Lullaby, they are different enough, and you can kind of connect them well enough that they're not dramatically different, and it just feels good. You know, it provides a little point of interest that, you know, isn't in other songs. Like the most recent song that I reacted to the other day, that didn't really have a point of interest like this song does, with those hip hop flavored in verses. The song from Oh My Girl that was released a month ago, really, you know, homogenous, sort of, you know, straight across from start to finish. It sounds the same. This song is different in that regard because it has hip hop flavoring in the verses, you know, and that's definitely some, you know, really nice stuff. You know, just a little bit. It doesn't have to be a lot, just a little bit to differentiate the different parts of the song from the choruses and the verses. It goes a long way. It goes a very, very, very long way to, you know, making the song a little bit more interesting than, you know, it would be if everything was the same, or making it a lot more interesting, you know. It just is what it is, you know. So that's what I got to say. I love this song. It's a really, really good follow-up to Look, just like I was kind of expecting, or I was hoping it was going to be. I wasn't expecting it to be, but I was hoping that it was going to be, and I had faith that they would pull it off, and they did manage to do that. So that's what I've got to say. So I want to know what you guys think about this song, whether you love it or you hate it or you feel somewhere in between. Let me know in the comments below. Don't be afraid to share your thoughts, of course, because this community that we're building here is all about having some free and open discussion about our thoughts and opinions, no matter what we think. So if you're interested in joining that community, then click the subscribe button and click on the bell icon down there as well to turn on notifications to make sure that you do not miss any of the videos that I upload onto YouTube. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. As always, I want to thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.